obsessing over your customers and your customers' experience will make you way more money than focusing on pretty much anything else that you could focus on in your entire business. And if you have like 2 minutes, I can explain. Otherwise, go watch a cat video. I want to introduce you to two people, two of my business mentors, one of which is like universally reviled. It's obviously Jeff Bezos. Reading the Bezos letters right now, which is an excellent book. It's like a breakdown of like the what makes Amazon successful. And my other mentor is Alex Hormozi. You probably know him. He's like, I run a portfolio of companies worth or doing $100 million in revenue. I have nothing to sell you. I've read his book twice, but sometimes like people who are like at this stage of their business growth, like I would imagine that you and I are closer in where we are in our business than either of us are to where Alex Hormozi is or Bezos is. So the point of these videos is to sort of like give you a look at my business, basically what I'm doing, specifically like at the ground level to grow it. You can see here on my dashboard for the Stairway to Wisdom, it's my library of expert book breakdowns. And the business itself isn't that important, but we'll take a look here and at our dashboard. And right now, so we've got, this is February 5th. We've been in operation for about a year, and we've got 338 total members right now, which is not bad at all. 201 paid, 137 free. Either like the authors that we cover, like we'll give them free memberships, or just like to get things started. And as you can see down here, we don't get that many cancellations compared to new signups. Like people are pretty satisfied once they get in the door. My point here is that like $1,124 monthly recurring revenue is a far cry from $100 million in revenue. So we're a lot closer. You can probably learn a lot more sort of tactical stuff from someone like me, as opposed to watching like a billionaire do business, because those two things are like totally different. Like you don't go to Bill Gates to learn how to build a website. You just don't. He used to know, I'm sure, like he's built one, but at the same time, he doesn't know anymore. Like that space has moved past, and you got to sort of find someone who's closer to where you are. So I don't run a portfolio of companies doing 100 million in revenue, and I definitely have things to sell you. By all means, buy my things. And but today we're looking at customer obsession, and that's one of the things that Amazon does really well, and that's what I'm sort of focusing on in my business right now. And I want to share with you an email exchange with one of my customers. That his name's Bruce. He's been with Stairway to Wisdom for a little while. I get an email from him after we did this promotion. And I forget the details. It was like a 45% off flash sale. Now he was already a member, and what he wanted was to switch plans, so he would benefit from. I think it worked out to a couple extra free months if he switched to 45% off instead of going with his like monthly plan, which is cool. Because like, sure, it costs us a little bit of money in the short term, maybe, but if we go above and beyond for Bruce, which I wanted to, which I did, I think, then he's going to come back and he's going to tell people, and like that scales, as opposed to like trying to save a couple bucks from this guy and just sort of like squeeze all the money we can out of him. Like that's not. That's not how I want to do business, and that's not how you grow a business. So you got to obsess over your customer's experience and try and go above and beyond what they expect and just give them more. And like generosity today is like how you win in business. And that's one of the main ideas behind one of the books that we did at or featured at the Stairway to Wisdom, The Go-Giver by Bob Berg and John David Mann. It's a business classic. It's very short. You can read it in just a few hours. I highly recommend it, or read my breakdown, whatever. And basically that's what they say. It's just like, you give so much, just like give more than you think you can, and that will come back to you. People will notice. And like if you run an entire business like that, not with this like sort of scarcity mindset, like you got to grab every dollar, but with like obsessing over your customers and making them happy and just giving them so much. They're like, wow, we get all of this for just little tiny bit of investment. That's really what you want to do. So on to Bruce, my email here with him, and I won't go super long on this, but so he emails me at my email address here, and he says, "Hi Matt, I received an email today from High Existence." That's the company that runs Stairway to Wisdom, inviting me to book annually for a 45% discount. I checked my monthly account, blah, blah, blah. I want to book the annual for the discounted rate. Would somebody be able to help with this? Have a bunch of good things day. I thought that was kind of strange, and then I see his website down there. It's a bunch of goodthings.com. That makes a whole lot more sense now. And so I responded too late, and this is another thing. I should have gotten back to Bruce a lot faster than I did. You know, if I was really obsessing over customer experience, I would have been on this. But instead, like, I saw the email and I didn't answer it right away. So that's something that I can improve on. But basically what I said was, "Hi Bruce, this should be no problem. I've CC'd Mike Slavin on this, and he'll be able to get you all set up. Also, I took a look at your website. I love the focus on good news stories. It's something we definitely need more of. I like the quote at the top too, the one that says, 'The observant person finds many teachers.' Very true. All the best, Matt Karamazov," blah, blah, blah. And then I get this one back, which is like super cool. He says, "Good morning, Matt. Thanks for getting back to me. I appreciate you taking the time to look at what I'm trying to do, as well as the compliment. You know, that's great. I appreciate what the two of you are doing as well. Having retired after being a workaholic for 30 plus years, there are days and weeks now where I feel like a fully blown balloon with the knot being undone and the balloon being let go. I realize now your offer may have been to new subscribers, so it is okay, whatever works, no problem. Have a great weekend." And striking image right there. I said, "That's a fairly vivid image there, Bruce," and which it is. I don't want to think about that too much. But I was like, it's no problem at all. To be honest, we never really thought about offering it only to new subscribers or anything like that. You know, we're running a business, yes, but none of us on the team here are too hung up about money. We're all about the books, and if you want to take advantage of the 45% off offer, we're glad to switch it for you. We just want you to be happy. That's the key sentence in that whole email. We just want you to be happy. And I hope you're enjoying the breakdowns and the newsletter. Next week is Super Consciousness by Colin Wilson. You're the first person outside the Stairway to Wisdom team that knows that. And I get like a thank you email from him, and it just says, "Thank you, Matt. I appreciate all that you're doing. I will sign up for the full fare." So as you can see, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of time and or anything like that. It doesn't take time, money. It just takes effort and caring and really like an obsession over what your customers think about your business. And you just want them to have as good an experience as you possibly can. And if you obsess over that and improve your product at the same time, and do that for long enough, like commit like long term, like not just like I tried it for 3 weeks and you know my customers didn't notice this doesn't work. Like do it for a year, do it for 5 years, do it for 10 years, and like the odds, like it's unreasonable to assume that you will not be successful if you do this for like 10 years. That's another thing that I learned from Alex Hormozy. So that's it. I'll keep it updated on my business growth. I'm going to do videos like this more often than not. And because I enjoy talking about this stuff. I love business. I love business books. Most of the books I talk about are not business books. And sometimes I wonder why that is. Like I should talk more about the books that I end up loving, like the Bezos letters. I'm not loving it as much as, say, Fahrenheit 451 or Meditations or, you know, Paradise Lost or whatever. But it's helpful. Like it's a good book. It's like if you're growing a business, read the Bezos letters. And so next time I'll update you on what kind of growth we're getting. But if you want to learn from another amazingly successful entrepreneur that I had on the High Existence podcast, his name is MJ DeMarco, and in this video right here, we talk about the Sense framework, which is just, it's created so many millionaires, it's stupid. So enjoy that clip, and hey, happy reading.
To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit. You have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing, I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again and I'ma swing again.